Hey Dragon Slayers! Today's video is the complete guide to fasting, Introduction Part 1. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. Let's get started. So I do think that it's kind of funny that I would wait over 630 days into the channel to, share the first book that I ever read on fasting. But that's just how things go sometimes. Better late than never, as they say. So this one is by Jason Fung. It's amazing. He starts out by saying that he grew up in Toronto, Canada, and studied biochemistry at the University of Toronto, where he also completed medical school and his residency in internal medicine. After his residency, he chose to study nephrology, which is kidney disease, at the University of California, Los Angeles, mostly at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center and West Los Angeles VA Medical Centers, at the time that was known as the VA Wadsworth. Each field of internal medicine draws its own personalities, and nephrology had the reputation of being a thinker's specialty. Kidney disease involves intricate fluid and electrolyte problems, and Mr. Fung enjoyed those puzzles. In 2001, he returned to Toronto to start his career as a nephrologist. Type 2 diabetes is far and away the leading cause of kidney disease, and he treats many hundreds of patients with that disease. Most type 2 diabetics suffer from obesity. By the early 2010s, his interest in puzzles, combined with his professional focus on obesity and type 2 diabetes, led him to focus on diet and nutrition. So, how did he go from preaching conventional medicine to prescribing intensive dietary strategies, including fasting? Despite what you might think, nutrition is not a topic covered extensively in medical school. Most schools, including the University of Toronto, spend a bare minimum of time teaching about nutrition. There were perhaps a handful of lectures on nutrition in Jason's first year of medical school, and virtually no teaching on nutrition throughout the rest of medical school's internship, residency, and fellowship. Out of the 9 years spent in formal medical education, Dr. Fung would estimate that he had 4 hours of lectures on nutrition. As a result, Dr. Fung had no more than a passing interest in nutrition until the mid-2000s. At the time, the Atkins diet promoting low-carb eating was in full swing. It was absolutely everywhere. Some family members of his tried it and were ecstatic with the results. However, like most conventionally trained physicians, Dr. Fung believed their arteries would eventually pay the price. So he, along with thousands of other physicians, had been taught and certainly believed that low carbohydrate diets were simply just a passing fad, and a low-fat diet would prove to be the best. Then studies on low-carb diets started to appear in the most prestigious medical journal in the world, the New England Journal of Medicine. Randomized controlled trials compared the Atkins diet to the standard low-fat diet that most healthcare providers recommended. These studies all came to the same startling conclusion. The low-carb diet was significantly better for weight loss than the low-fat diet. Even more stunning was that all the important risk factors for cardiovascular disease, including cholesterol, blood sugar level, and blood pressure, were also much improved on the low-carb diet. This was a puzzle, a real conundrum, and that was where Dr. Fung's journey began. I am so excited to share this book with you guys because it's also where my journey into fasting began. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.